Hi, I'm Hannah. I play for Queens of Hearts in the Northern Ireland Super League,
Oh, hi, I'm Helen and I'm playing for Black Widows.
and this is our post match commentary on our game that happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so this is round one of the Northern Ireland Women's Super League 2025
Yes.
at the Queen's PEC in Belfast. You can tell it's the Northern Ireland League because they have the two most Northern Irish sounding people commentating it.
Alas, but yes. So the game's just started. No one has
Oh.
been hit.
Story off this set, possibly. Have you watched this back yet? Have you watched
No,
this back?
this is the first time I'm seeing it, which is going to make it so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 2 weeks ago we did this.
Yeah.
So I can't. I remember most of it. I think.
Yeah.
I remember some specific points.
I remember some specific points too. But
I know which points you remember.
But yeah, we're just. It seems to be just a lot of throwing backwards and forth currently.
Good.
Survival.
Yeah.
Me surviving. I'm number 22 on the end. Helen is opposite me, or number 24 on the Black Widow side.
This is Black Widows on the side closest to us, for context, if anyone doesn't know the teams, and then Queens playing down the far end in blue and black.
Yep. Yeah, it just seems to be a lot of trading currently.
That's good hit there. Queens releasing two balls down the middle quite a lot at the moment here.
But you now have four. Black Widows now have four. So I can't remember if this goes badly for us or not.
From memory, I think was one of the things that we really struggled with this whole game was trying to work out whether, when you released two, whether we wanted to sort of double counter you or whether we wanted to stop and take four.
I don't really feel like you did a lot of double counters, as I recall.
I think we did one earlier in this set and we failed. Like, we've gone for another one there, and that's Jane Moore getting down out of the way very well there. So I think we began to decide that actually we weren't, they've not been particularly effective for the Widows team at this point.
Yeah. And
nice also dodge there in the middle. That's Thierry, I think, isn't it?
New this year.
You wouldn't know it. She's class.
I was going to say we had a couple of new people joining us, but the core of our team. Oh, and that was an attempted catch from Emma, but sadly unsuccessful.
Emma's actually in the room with us now and is dying in the corner.
Professionalism.
So there we go. Early pre-throw from Hannah.
Trying to take out Helen.
Gracefully leapt over by
unsuccessful. And Jane is safe. Jane dodging out the way there.
Mm-hmm. Jane playing opposite Kirsty. This was Kirsty's first game back since last autumn.
Yeah.
When she and Kelvin welcomed their baby.
Beautiful hit from Annie on Cat there.
And really good as well, getting up above the counter.
A rogue red ball. No, that's not.
That's going back onto the other court. So Queen's currently 1 up in this set.
That was a bop.
That was a bit messy then. We must be near the end of the set here, and I think Widows are trying to get another hit in before time goes.
I remember being really annoyed by this as a concept, because I'm almost sure that when that happened, the ball came over from the side. It was your boys on your other team who were throwing it over, and they did it in such a cat-handed manner that it was supposed to come onto our side, and it ended up like rolling in the middle awkwardly. And I remember being like, "Oh my gosh, guys, we could have had 3, we could have 4."
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
So you think the players on court 1 are not passing the ball back over?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
As well as you think they could be.
You heard it here first. Although that
I'm sure I don't remember this at all.
No, actually, I think that was our boys. I think our boys.
I paid
Queen's boys specifically, to make that clear.
So yeah, Queen's taking the first set there, which I think you can counter me on this, but I think coming into this, you probably would have said Black Widows were the favourites.
100%. So like the average age of playing amongst the Queen's team, I think our like oldest person in Dodgeball has been playing for 3 years, whereas I think the Black Widows kind of, you easily have 5 players who have been playing for like 5 or more years.
Mm-hmm.
Like our newest lot are still like sub a year. Jane being hit.
Lot going on there. So we'll return to that for a second. But Jane getting down really low, but unfortunately getting clipped there.
But then someone caught
from Hannah.
Someone caught, and then Jane's back on court.
Yeah.
Who caught?
That I missed it. I did. We got distracted already. We're like 2 minutes in.
Oh well, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, you're absolutely right. Just by the nature of being the university team, Queens tends to be the less experienced team.
Yeah. And now Queens are 5-4 to Black Widows.
Multiple ball release on Emma there.
And unfortunately was unable to survive.
I think something just pings on the leg there underneath the ball. But no, actually, sort of, I mean, we can say that, but also I would say of the
No,
teams.
it was a head. It was a face. They got hit in the face. Emma got
Ooh.
hit in the face for that one. Oh, Annie's well at court and has been punished as a result for that. Cry. Right now,
Kirsty very, very speedy on the wing.
yep.
Despite not having
though.
played for like 6 months, she's still, oh gosh, way more than that, like a year. That woman is fast. Oh,
good dodging.
That was that was very good. She sort of twists out of the way of everything. So team's even at the moment.
Oh, nice dodge.
Block.
Oh, hit on Terry with Kirsty coming up.
Yeah, so I think for all kind of, you would maybe say on paper you would expect, historically Widows would have been the stronger team. This game is turning out already to be much more close than I think a lot of people would have predicted.
Although we've now had we've now had a hit. And that's the end. So Black Widow's taking that set. Yeah, no, the synergy of synergy of Queens being, I think, potentially the best it's ever been in my memory anyway. Like we've had the core team who are playing, at least 4 or 5 of them have been playing together for now going on like 3 years. Yeah. Which isn't very common for Queens as a.
No, there's normally a lot more. Yes, there's a lot more movement. There's new people coming in, people graduating, people moving on to different community clubs. I think as well, Queens did very well. We have the sort of unofficial women's development here, women's development league here in the autumn, which Queens won, and they've also been playing Bucks this year, so they have been getting these chances already prior to league to gel together.
An attempt pre-throw from Helen, which was unsuccessful, and then did you get hit?
I think
you stick your hand up like you got hit, and then you go off court.
I thought I got hit, and I'm sort of looking at Adam Cochran, who's centre reffing, and I think he must have called it a bounce. I think I wasn't sure, and instinctively went, "Oh, I bet I'm out." and he was like, "Nah." He was like, "Nah, you're okay." Oh, again trying to pre-throw. So I think I'll take that as a success though, because it meant that your throws then came in at Valerie, who was playing number 4 there, came in at slightly different times. So I'll take that as a win.
Yeah,
very
I'm
good
not gonna
dodging
lie,
by Annie.
It's entirely possible that was the intended plan. I can't speak to the intended plan. I can't remember it, but that might have been it. No, I think this is the point where I think me and you were having a lovely little face off at points.
We were. Oh, and
you did not hit me, but Kirsty did.
Okay,
and we should remember that. We should hold on to that in our hearts.
Yeah, so Hannah blocking my ball straight back to me, and Kirsty coming in from the side. So poor timing probably on my and Kirsty's side. Yeah. I went too early. I got impatient.
Yeah, and then Brona's also been hit just then. So now we are 4 to 5. 4 to 6, I think. I think you're still a full court.
Oh, we are. Sorry.
Yeah, Queen's throw. Oh,
good blocking by Jasmine. Jasmine, who played for Coventry Silverbacks last year. She started at Queen's, then went to England to take the bar, and now we're rather happy to have her back. Sorry, Coventry.
Nice. Yep. But Emma surviving that double throw, I think.
Lots going on there. Lots of cover shots.
Terry hit, cover shot, and then I think
Jasmine's been caught.
Someone was caught, yes.
Oh, hands in head. She's unhappy about that. It's that horrible feeling of when you've done something that maybe you shouldn't have, or maybe hasn't worked out quite as well as you wanted.
I was on court for a whole 10 seconds before I was then pre-through by Helen. Jane's also now been hit, so we're now down to 2 for Queens, 4 for Black Widows.
Yeah, that looks like Annie and Holly on the Queen's side, I think.
Yeah. No, but they're like, Queens are lasting the time, which again is a major achievement. Helen's just been hit.
I've been hit.
Helen's been hit.
I jumped. Why did I jump? I should never jump. It never works.
But Holly then hit on the counter by Kirsty, which means Annie is the last one. She's got 3 balls coming at her. Oh, she's trying.
Annie, very good actually in these situations, will get down very low and quite often take a catch. Oh, so the Widow's girl's being very careful not to actually throw it directly at her.
Oh, and time called. Nice. But yeah, again, Queen's lasting the set. Not how I remember Queens of Hearts games previously going. I think one of my first ever games in Queens was for Queens of Hearts, because that was our very short-lived twos team name, which has kind of had a resurgence this year because most of us who were playing on Queens of Hearts started on Queens of Hearts as like a nice little memorial. But yeah, when we played Kapow for the first time, I think we got absolutely battered.
I think I remember that. I was still playing for Queens at that time, not
Yeah.
Kapow, and I remember retrieving, I think.
It
was
was
a bit soul destroying.
yeah, it was. But this is a nice little kind of
Oh,
see, I remember having a conversation with Brona. So Brona's just been hit, and she is an absolutely amazing catcher, and you'll actually see some of her better catches as we go through this game.
Spoiler alert!
I know. Sorry. I just have to let you go.
Good lateral movement by Jay there, getting out of the way. See, again, we're trying to take double counters there, and it's not really working for us. But anyway, I'm interrupting you. You were saying about Brona.
Oh yeah, but me and Brona having a team talk in the corner because Brona is one of the best, like genuinely so new, started this year and has got some amazing catching ability. But she was this was her first ever National League, and it took her a minute to warm into it. But as I said, you'll see some better catches, and actual successful catches from her later on. Oh, Jane's been hit in the head. That's Jane out. 3 on the Queen side and 6 for the Black Widow's Kapow side. Oh, here they come. I wonder who they're going to aim at. Oh, bye, Helen.
Would you believe it? She jumped and she got hit again.
Do you feel targeted by Queens when we play?
Not until the second half, at which point you start openly pointing at me. And cackling
in
quite
a nice way.
It's done with love. It's fine.
Way.
You promised me before this game that you were going to stick your tongue out at me,
I
don't think you did
it. I never did because I was very concerned about the taunting allegations that I would get for this.
I think it's mutually understood that it's oh
no
tripping on air. She's always ready for a catch.
An attempted tombstone is what I see.
She's always ready for the tombstone catch. Good movement by Jasmine as well. Good communication there by Kirsty and Caitlin on wings on the run up there.
Oh, just Terry, final Queen standing. And she's been caught.
And a catch by Kirsty. Bless, I do remember coming back on here, and poor Kirsty's not wearing knee pads.
Oh.
And I remember coming back on,
you can see that she's not enjoying.
She was regretting that decision, I think, quite severely.
Yeah, I actually have no idea what the score is at this point, but I think we can say
it's
that
6 points to 2.
Yeah.
So Widows have taken 3 sets. Actually, no, maybe it's 4 to 2. Widows have definitely won the last 2 on the bounce.
I think Queens took the first 6-2. I think it's 6-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go, new set.
So presumably, potentially the last set of the
half, possibly, yeah.
Because
15-minute half, isn't it? So how many?
We're coming up most of the time to nearly full time, so I would say that we must be surely.
Mm-hmm. There was a bit of confusion. I do remember. I think I actually have a conversation with Sheep, who's refereeing on the left here, about halfway through the game, where he says, sort of, there's 7 minutes left in the half, and I go, is there? And he says, 20-minute half, isn't it? And I was like, no. Oh, that was so close. That very nearly sticking to Valerie. But no, there was some confusion between whether we were playing European halves, which are 20 minutes, or if we were playing British dodgeball halves, which are 15 minutes, which is how we play it for National League. Oh! I thought you blocked those there.
Well, I think I blocked the first one, but the second one got me.
Yeah, so slightly different timing, but actually that's worked out quite well for us there.
We're practicing the next.
Oh, unlucky Jasmine. That same sort of lateral movement, but one of the balls just tracked her really nicely. But she sort of slid in behind Kirsty.
Yeah, well, we've got Emma and Annie on the wings now for Queens, and it's a 5 to the Black Widow's 4.
Yeah, so Queen's up in this set. Holly taking the middle ball. Kirsty and me holding quite a high line.
I press. And that's a hit on Kirsty.
There we go, and that's why.
And you're trying to punish.
Yes. I think I pressed
hitting Brona,
and because Annie dropped down, she was then so boxed into her corner that I thought, I can take a free shot at Brona here.
A catch made by Terry.
Glorious. Really good eyes and good awareness. This is me panicking that the timing's wrong. Spot the league coordinator having a heart attack.
A hit on Emma.
Go on, Valerie. This is Valerie here playing position 1 or no, sorry, no, never mind, it's Caitlin. Damn. I was just about to say
shameful behaviour.
I was about to say her hair's so long and she's actually just cut it all off, but it's actually Caitlin, who hasn't cut all her hair off to my knowledge.
Ooh, good dodging from
that's Jay.
Jane, yeah.
I think you're probably right. This might well be the last set in the half. I think this might be a short set, and
Yeah.
Widows are suddenly realizing that they're 2 players down and not necessarily a lot of time left.
Yeah, I think we're going for.
Oh,
I
what's
think we're
happened
going.
there? Did Jay line?
I think so. Oh well, Sam's told it to come off. So
Yeah, I think she must have just hit the back line there. So just Caitlin.
Yeah, and
Caitlin
I think we're
against
playing.
four
I think we're
Queens
playing
players.
slow now. We're just trying to get to the end of this.
Yeah, so Caitlin
without
burning
a
a ball
catch,
there.
preferably.
Free throw. Oh, she's looking for a catch. Very nicely placed by Annie there. That she wasn't able to get her hands on that. Good dodge by Holly.
Oh,
nice sideways skip, just twisting her ankle. Caitlin trying to catch Queens before they can make a call. And
there we go.
Yeah. No, very good. I think that might be half then. So we think that's 6-4?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, look, we seem to be lining up again.
Oh. Yeah. I still think it's 6-4. I'm gonna put that as my hard guess as to what the current score is.
We'll have to double check at the end, see what the score for this game actually was. Yeah. Oh no, spoilers. It might change. Maybe we've misremembered.
in a shocking turn of events, it turns out actually Queens won. Whoopsie. I mean, at this point, it's been up for a while, gang. I feel like if you've not seen it up until this now, you're not got your finger on the buzzer, as it were.
People are really just watching this for our amazing commentary.
Of course.
They're not interested in how the game comes out.
Yeah, right. 6 and 6. Oh, Jasmine doing a big old lateral dodge again. Emma and Annie surviving the counter.
Ooh. So I think rather than both of so every time Queens are releasing 2, what we seem to be trying at the moment. Ooh, nice pre-throw by Hannah.
Oh, yes, this was it. So it was my pre-throw, direct eye contact with Helen and catch, which was all I hoped to achieve this entire game. And
that was salty high five with Sweet at the back. I was very unhappy with myself after that. Oh,
and Valerie's caught Holly. I feel like there was a bit of a glitch there, though, because that seemed to just happen. Alas,
I think that's how Valerie catches do happen.
Oh, they just appear.
They just sort of happen like that. You blink and it happens. Oh. See what happens when I don't jump.
Well, honestly, Helen, it looked like you're lying there, if you want my honest opinion.
What? Not a chance. The line rest would definitely have noticed.
That's Emma out. So we've got 4 for the Queens, 6 for Black Widows as they're coming up with 4 balls. Do we do anything with it? Oh, Helen jumping over the way, and then that's time.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So that must make it 4-8.
8-4.
Yeah.
Depending on which team you put first.
Yeah.
Obviously Widows.
Yeah. So 8-4.
Absolutely.
And then we'll do some high fives and hop over to the other side. But yeah, coming into half time, I think I remember being very happy with how this was all going. How was the morale of Black Widows in all of this?
It was a bit shaky because again, I think we sort of very much, there was definitely the expectation both within the squad and kind of external to the squad probably that Widows will beat Queens. That's traditionally the way it goes.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, Queens are actually a very solid, tightly knit group this year coming in, and the Widows lineup, the 4 of the 6 girls there are new to Kapow this year. Like they've all played for a while, but we haven't actually played together as a team. So the only sort of returning players in that lineup is Valerie Chen and Kirsty Lee, and Kirsty having taken a very long break. So yeah, I think we were kind of aware that we were a little bit shaky and a little bit rusty, and there was a little bit of working out how we wanted to gel together, and that actually things were not going quite as smoothly as comfortably as we would have liked.
Yeah. Whereas this is the first game that either of our teams have played in this round 1 for National League, and I know that going into it, our game plan was very much like there was no expectation for Queens to do particularly well. Like we weren't, going to go and be like, oh, we're going to just lose. But we've, like, as I've said, when we play in National League, normally it is a Super League, and we are often the team that has the kind of the most unexperienced players who potentially haven't had the opportunity. And this year has just been totally different because we've had the opportunity of Bucks and the opportunity of the Women's Development League. So actually going into this, I remember thinking that actually this was potentially our strongest opportunity, really, comparative to what we've done previously. So it's really exciting to see that actually kind of did pay off in our first game, because getting sets on Black Widows was not something that Queens of Hearts had ever achieved previous to this point.
No, I 100% agree. I think Queens have really come out punching, and I think it's something that I really love about the Women's Super League over here. I think sort of more so than the Men's Super League, possibly. There are only 4 teams in the Women's Super League here, but I would say that there's not a massive gulf between them, in the same way that there sometimes is. Getting disagreeing faces from the room at large. But I think it's the closer of the 2 leagues.
Yeah.
Like, there are genuinely every match could go either way.
I think not every match. I think that's maybe a bold statement.
I think it could.
I think there are points where like things happen that you just don't expect, and it's not like the range of ability isn't as substantial as, say, that you might see in the men's.
Yeah. Okay, right. So second half, started. Annie Moore dropping a catch there. So Black Widow's currently up a player.
Oh, and there we go. That's Brona. So as I said, last half she wasn't really making those catches, but coming through with that to get Annie back in. And 5 for Black Widows and 4 and 6 for Queens.
I think catching is something that you kind of warm into as well. Like, once you've taken 1 or 2, then they start to come for you a bit more.
But unfortunately, got caught up there at the top of the court and being hit by, I think, you.
Yes.
Oh,
look who's off.
4 balls, 4 ball release. But I took someone with me. So all I'm going to say is clearly that was the trade that everyone wanted, and someone caught back on.
Yes, there must have been a ricochet there. Someone's made a catch. So actually worked rather well for Queens. I was about to say they're 2 players up. They're a player up, but unfortunately they're ball bouncing off Holly and coming into the back of Annie. So now Widow's up 1 player. Ooh. Quick jump over the ball.
A catch, but a catch called and then
a hit or a line. I think actually diving to the side to get out of the way of the second throw, and just
3
skimming
balls,
the line.
3 and 3. Ooh. I think I remember how this one went.
Yeah, so Widow's opting much more this set now to take those sort of double counter opportunities when they present themselves, trying to get on top of Queens as quickly as they can. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And then I'm 1 man in it at this point. I remember being like, this is going to end badly.
No.
But alas, you find yourself in these situations. I was going for a catch. No one was giving me it. How rude.
I think we managed to send 1 either side of you there. Oh, good dodging. I think that's Tamara in the middle at the back now for Widows.
Yeah,
whose dodging has come on massively. I remember it was one of I think it was my favorite part of Women's Development League. Actually, was watching the Black Widows team. Everyone progressed so much, and we had 2 games against one of the Queen's teams, and the disparity between them was incredible. Everyone got so much better the second game.
I am going for a very aggressive thing here. I've hit Tamara.
And under the block as well. Actually, that's a very nice throw.
Yeah, because I am there's no force on me here, but I think I decided that it made more sense for me to try and
managing to block it into the line ref there. I think that's Matty.
And there we go, 2-1. So Black Widow's winning that set.
Yeah, but hey, look,
timing out, and I was very excited by that.
You look delighted. You managed to get the hit towards the end there.
I think I was very excited because it was a single hit, and it is something that I'm currently trying to work on. And so the fact that I was able to do that in a match scenario, I was like, that is the win that I was looking for. But yeah, I think that makes it 10
to 4.
10 to 4.
I think sounds like a time of day. And off we go again. Widow's winning 3 balls. That looks pretty close though. That's Holly running, and I think I want to say Jay running on the other side.
Ooh, nice dodge from Terry. Emma trying for that counter.
Good blocking by Jasmine on the other side. And Caitlin, who'd released, getting back really quick to allow her the middle ball carrier
again
to backtrack as well.
Terry.
I don't know whether there was a kind of subconscious on the Widow side. We sort of went, Terry's new. We reckon we can hit Helen, and we just couldn't at all. Terry was
Terry's dodging is great. But not to interrupt again, but you did just get hit by me.
Yes.
And then I've just caught Jasmine as well. Not to toot my own horn.
Oh, not at all.
Not at
Never.
all. But we are now 6 up for Queens and 4 for Black Widows. Oh, Jay going and unfortunately not making that catch. Oh, a great sliding dodge out the way by Emma and coming up really quite quick to get that 4th ball.
Sui has just missed retrieving a ball there by a whisker, and just for a brief second you see like the soul leave his body.
Oh. Valerie, a line or a hit? Not sure.
I think a hit. I think one of the balls hit her. Very, very dramatic dodge right down onto the ground. So left in on the Widow side we have Caitlin and Tamara taking on all 6 Queen's girls. Oh, 5 now.
Great hit.
Brilliant hit.
I think it was just like skimming ahead.
Mm-hmm. Annie's so good at that kind of like, she like collapses down into just nothing. She gets so small, so hard to hit. Oh, brilliant catch by Caitlin. The
comeback.
So 3-4 now.
Yeah.
And Kapow Widows, I think they've got 4 balls, releasing 2 at Thierry. See, again, I think we're sort of going, right, okay, we need to hit someone. Let's try and aim for Thierry. And she's just going, nah, not today.
A lot of people on that, like the other 3, I would say are quite strong catchers. And so I think they potentially are seeing Thierry as an easier target because she's not necessarily going to catch
yet. But although I can't, I've seen that woman catch. I can't remember whether she does.
She is also a catcher, but I don't think she's caught in this game. And I think that potentially
not Widows don't know that. Maybe
I'm going to say not to speak to your mind at this point, but
poor Brona panicking slightly. I think, and just releasing that and hoping that she's probably. Yeah. There's that kind of sense of impending doom. You know you're going to die, and you just think,
I just want to take someone with me.
I'm going to take someone with me here. But Caitlin managing to get out of the way of that.
Nice. Oh, Thierry again.
Oh, brilliant leap over the ball there.
Some confusion as to Thierry seems to be asking if she was hit, but seems to be
I think that definitely went underneath it. So at some point here, I missed, but I think Tamara's been hit, has she?
Yes, Tamara was hit before
Queens are
before Brona. So it was Tamara got hit, and then on the counter you took out Brona.
So brilliant dodging, and there we go. That must be the end of the set.
Last
ditch attempt by Widows, but despite the catch and the brilliant comeback, Queen's taking that one.
What was it? 6? Did we say
6-10? I think. I'm not convinced. I think it could be 6-12, but I might have that wrong.
I think 6-10. The end score is. I think it tracks in my mind as to what I think the end score is then.
Okay.
Because we wouldn't want to spoil it for the people who haven't watched the video that's been up for 2 weeks.
No, the video went up earlier this week. The league game happened 2 weeks ago. But all our fans in the outside of Northern Ireland aren't aware yet. They don't know.
Oh, nice. It looked like a dodge towards the ball, but somehow successfully avoiding, which we love to see. Oh, you doing some big old. You're really trying to scare people there, aren't you?
I really want to throw at you.
And you do.
I do.
And you hit me.
I was just gonna say, you see me I sort of start tracking towards Emma, and then you're nah.
Well, no, it happened a couple of times earlier where you were I was 100% further up the court, and you just
bypassed.
You bypassed me completely to go for Emma, and I'm like,
see, this is something I quite like doing that. If a team, say theoretically here, Queen's released 2. We want to then, rather than throwing 2 at the ball holder, try and take someone else.
Okay, right. So Queens are now down 3.
That worked rather nicely there. What happened?
But Valerie's also been hit.
Yeah.
Oh, Thierry unable to dodge a 3 ball?
4, possibly. I think 4.
Honestly, bringing out the big guns. Oh, I do remember that, to be fair. You could tell from your little walk that you feel lucky.
That was very good awareness by Brona, who spotted that I was paying absolutely no attention whatsoever. And thought, I'm just gonna take a sneaky little shot here and see if I can get
Annie being taken out there. Brona coming in.
Oh, what a catch!
Yes, with a beautiful catch. And as I record, I think I do not make any use of this. I think I get out immediately.
Well, you never know. Let's see. You might surprise us.
Nope. I think this is me dead. Oh no.
No! You're still in. She lives to fight another day.
No, I think Adam calls me out now.
Yeah.
For what?
I don't want to say it, but I think you were maybe very close to the back line there.
I think I was very close to the back line, but
Yeah,
I think my foot was not across the line.
we would have to go back
we
and
could do
check
some
it.
VCR, but alas,
TMO.
I was going to say that the line call is that the line ref's call is the line ref's call.
Yeah.
So Brona, I think, trying to go again for a second catch.
She's not she's got a ball on her side, but she's set it down because she knows that what she needs here is a catch. Yeah.
Brona's actually told me previously that one of her favorite things to do in dodgeball is the point where it's only her on court and she goes into a corner and tries to catch. And yeah. she says that that's one of her favorite things to do.
Well, she's very good at it.
I'm like, yeah. You know what?
Absolutely.
It brings me like a sense of absolute shock and horror. But you know, to each their own.
Mm-hmm. So Widow's trying to be very careful here. They're very wise to the fact that she's just made a catch, and a lot of these balls are coming kind of in and around her.
Helen, you've been hit, or did you drop your ball?
I think I blocked it onto my foot. From memory, which was
Oh my gosh, and Brona's hitting. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so
Jay's out, so it's a 2v1 situation with Brona coming out swinging every time.
Oh, and just out of time there. I think if you gave her another 20 seconds there,
I think we could have gotten a draw out.
She was on a roll there.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, 12-6, I think, is what we've decided the score is through no actual rhyme or reason or logic.
Okay, I'm gonna go with you on this. I think you seem much more sure about it. I'm getting caught up in watching the dodgeball.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Scores? Are we keeping score?
And also the fact that there's not a lovely little. Someone's not put a lovely little thing in the corner to tell us the score as things go on is really a failure of the NI Super League. Like, why are we not getting the same treatment as the Worlds in Euro as well? There's a little box telling us everything.
I'm very sorry. It's a work in progress.
Oh, blocked. Not you trying to hit me out again.
Not you blocking me again. Good dodging there.
Oh,
and that's me deciding if I can't hit you, I'm going to hit Jane.
Yeah, just punishing Jane. Bless her. Oh, and she's not looking happy about her in the Oxford. Oh, good dodge from Annie.
Yeah. It's like the Red Sea parting. Tiri and Annie just go in two separate ways and that ball sort of sails through. Yeah.
Oh, and then you block two?
I think I must do. Gosh, it's not like me.
Well, we've given you 4 now, so I think hopefully, I'm trying to work out your punishers for it. Yep. Yeah, there's Emma. Go. Bye, Emma.
Yeah, so when you've got 4 balls, you can kind of decide whether you want to release 2 or whether you want to release 3. And I think we're quite heavily leaning in the releasing 3 at the ball holder. Yeah, there we go. We do it again.
Yeah, 3.
Not as effective that time. Annie getting down very low.
Yeah, I also felt like there was a bit of a delay. I don't know if that was planned or someone saw an opportunity.
I don't know whether there was sort of a worry that she might be about to pre-throw and someone just stuttered a tiny little bit. Oh, look, there we
go. 2, 3 balls.
Nice. Yeah, so Widow's up by 1 player here, but Queen's with the majority of the balls. Mitch doing a little skip at the back there, helping out and retrieving. Oh, good blocking by Caitlin.
I'm about to die.
I remember that moment really clearly. That was a very satisfying. Caitlin and I have played Wing together for a long time, and we can time off each other very well. And that was a very satisfying moment. Ooh, Valerie almost thinking about a catch there, but just deciding she almost fished, and then she went, no, you know what? I'm not going for that.
Annie in the corner,
again. And that time we have managed to get Annie out with the 4 ball there.
Oh, and also Adam calling Tiri out as well.
Has she gone off the back line?
Not really sure.
Oh, she must have. That's unlucky. Oh, and once again we have Brona in the corner. Brona looking for the catches.
Brona loving her corner.
Oh, Brona in her happy place. And us going, you know what, actually, we don't trust her in a back corner. We think she's a bit dangerous.
Let's just charge her now.
Yeah. Good line reffing by the line refs, and that's not just because the call's going in our favour.
Of course. That would be no reason why we would say it that way. I think
Ballyhackamore reffing. I think
yes, that is. I think
doing a sterling job as usual. But imagine having 3 men's teams. My goodness.
We can barely pull together 2. So.
Same.
I think so unrelatable.
our men's seconds team for this league was essentially the girls' team plus a few of the dodgeball dads.
Same. Well, we didn't have any dodgeball dads. We had, I think, 2 or 3 new players, and then it was supplemented with most of the women's team.
Yeah, but I mean that's great, and I think that's in a way like I quite enjoy that, and I think it's something that really helps the girls in NI develop very quickly, especially in the mixed sort of department, is the fact that we do tend to play with the men quite a lot. Oh gosh,
that got messy.
Oh, that got very messy. So ball got blocked up or ricocheted up off Caitlin, Emma and Caitlin trading, and it then managed to ricochet through 3 other Queen's players before Tyri catches it.
So there was a trade earlier, which was Emma with Kat or Caitlin, and then Emma gets back in on the catch that Tyri made, but unfortunately Holly and Annie are both out. Oh, good dodge from Brona there. And by some miracle, Queens are up 1.
Yeah, despite the triple out was that moment. Queens up by 1 player.
Oh, Tyri again, dodgy. Oh, but unfortunately not for you. And Emma's punishing Helen in the best way.
Me stupidly thinking that I could maybe catch that, but I am far too high up court, and Emma just sends it straight through me. So 2 players in Widows, 3 at Queens.
Yep. And Valerie just coming back time and time again, trying to make that hit.
Valerie throwing again, I suspect
making a good hit on Jane, and Jane does not look happy about that.
Oh, poor Jane, just getting her through her ball, I think. We must be near the end.
There we go. That's that they've called that. Is that game? That's draw, I think.
I think that is game. I remember